we built in the theme of the Grump. The Grump is this sort of outsider, right? This whole idea of the Grump, the Grinch, the Grump, but is this guy who lives on the
Don't say the
outskirts.
Grinch. We can't afford that.
The Grump, you know.
Don't out us right here, right now.
Hi, I'm Kristen Maldonado from Pop Culture Planet. Thank you guys for having me. I mean, I know everyone loved the first film, Three Wise Men and a Baby. People are so hyped for this second one. And I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about how your characters have evolved, but also really how you guys have continued to grow and build that brotherhood, which I feel like is so important.
Yeah, I think the idea of evolution is really interesting because really, how much do we evolve as people? You know, you have this idea of where you'd like to be, and you have the reality of where you are, and then you have your own perception of yourself, and you go, at the end of the day, and at the end of this movie, I think what we learn is we haven't necessarily evolved. We've just come to terms with who we are, and we sort of love ourselves because of it, not in spite of it. And we are all 5 years older in this movie, and our baby's a boy who's 5 years older, and we're kind of in different places, but I think as humans, we haven't necessarily evolved all that much. You know, our circumstances have changed, but we're just who we are. And
Speak for yourself, man.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Speaking entirely for me.
Philosopher and actor, I love it. That's good. That's actually that was some deep stuff you just said right there.
Well,
man.
thanks.
That's
That's
good.
how we
That's
set
deep
out to
dive.
write the script. That's where we. Those are the conversations that start every script. Is what is this about? This thing.
And
And
then you
with
make
that-
it funny and ridiculous.
Yeah, you make it silly on top of it.
Sky and Kim are incredible, and you could just, in that one little sentence he said right there, it was a big sentence, but sentence he said right there. I mean, this is how deep they go, in their writing, and this is how complex they get, which really makes it pretty easy for us to just say the words and have a lot of fun on set and, explore these characters, go deeper and explore these characters the way that they've portrayed them for us.
Speaking of fun on set, I mean, it looked like a blast. I mean, the Grump scene, the whole performance, I was dying. What was some of your favorite moments to kind of bring to life?
I mean, you said it. Him dangling from some wires.
That was a big one. That whole
great.
play,
All
that
that
the
body.
Grump scene.
There's a lot of body dangling.
The
in that
flying
stage.
wire, and all of the magical moments that come out of that. We had Tyler was pitching stuff. Even in that moment, just because of the way that it worked out with me, slowly rotating, and then my butt is toward the audience, and Tyler realized that he could grab my hand and sort of slowly manipulate the way that I was hanging, and then would just let me go at the wrong time. All of these things that they're not in the script, but the opportunities present themselves, and these guys are so good at capitalizing and go, oh, I see this.
Let me
I
make
can
him
do
more
this, or I can do
uncomfortable.
this.
A scene like that would take 3 weeks to shoot normally. We shot that whole scene in a day.
Wow.
And that scene specifically, but it was you gotta find moments pretty quickly, and that's why best idea wins. We're constantly just trying things and being very candid whether or not it's going to work or not.
Was that one of your favorite moments?
Oh, yes, 100%, 100%. The little stepping off, am I going to step? Yep, the whole thing.
My
Yeah.
favorite, too. Watching him do it was fun.
Yeah.
I think being a viewer too, and watching this scene play out, and at the end, someone had just brought it up, which I forgot about that scene. The little girl singing at the end. I didn't know how it was going to play out, and watching her sing that last come out, have the moment of confidently singing and taking on taking over that moment, it was beautiful. It was such, and those are the moments in filmmaking that that you're so surprised by, and I think that was a real.
Well, it's funny that we had forgotten about that because we built in the theme of the Grump. The Grump is this sort of outsider, right? This whole idea of the Grump, the Grinch, the Grump, but is this guy who lives
Don't
on
say
the
the
outskirts.
Grinch. We can't afford that.
The Grump,
Don't out us right here, right now.
he's an outsider who doesn't think he fits in, and then he comes to realize that he's accepted for who he is, right? So thematically, that whole show wraps up all of the arcs that we've been working toward. And when the little girl sings at the end, she's singing about how he got it all wrong. What made him special wasn't a song; it was what was in his heart. It was sort of an extra layer to the whole thing.
So, what about Three Wise Men and a Teen?
3 washed-up actors and an adult.
We'll just keep going.
Yeah,
For
it's endless.
adults.
It's endless.
we're listening. If people want more of us, we would love to work together again, over and over again.
There will
We
be
just don't
more
know if it's gonna
content.
be the same.
Yeah, we don't know what it'll be.
Yeah.
I'm also like maybe a world collab of groomsmen, wise men, all the men.
Wiser,
Three groomsmen and a
Now you're
baby.
talking.
wiser groomser
Three
men.
wiser groomser and a baby man.
That's right.
I want to thank you guys so much for your time. Congratulations. I mean, everybody's excited for this one, so I can't wait for everyone to see it. Consider subscribing if you like this video and get even more entertainment news at popcultureplanet.net. See ya!